We're going to upload this video and we'll see what we got. What I want to do is I want to get the equation of this graph. Vertical asymptotes tell me that the denominator of this equation is going to have an x minus 3 and an x plus 3. That accounts for my negative 3 vertical asymptote, or I'm sorry, my negative 3 vertical asymptote, which is that one, and my positive 3 vertical asymptote, which is equivalent to that one. My numerators is going to basically give me, I'm going to get my numerators from my x-intercepts, and my x-intercepts is at x equals to, let's see, 2 and negative 1. So I'm just going to have x minus 2 and x plus 1. My vertical asymptote occurs at x, or my horizontal asymptote occurs at y equals to 1. So what I want to try to do is test this thing out. If I were to multiply this thing out, the leading term on the top would be x squared, the leading term on the bottom would be x squared, and that is equivalent to 1. So I think we're good there. The thing is, actually, yeah, I think that we're good. Let me just take a look at the y-intercepts. The y-intercept in this case is, you plug in 0 for x, and so you have negative 2, positive 1, negative 3, 3. So, I'm sorry, I don't know why I put that vertical line there. Those are times, so that would be negative 2 over negative 9, which is 2 over 9, 2 ninths. So it's some small number, which makes sense. It's right over there. It's below 1, some fraction. Hey, I think that we got this thing already. We can try graphing that, and I'll tell you what. I'm actually too lazy. I'll do it. It was x minus 2, x plus 1, x minus 3, x. Alright, so it's x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 2, x minus 2, x plus 1. Apparently horizontal lines don't come out on this thing over here, but that should be x minus 2. Alright, and I told you that the vertical asymptotes was at negative 3 and positive 3, and this thing was supposed to be at 1. And does this match what my graph is showing? Yes, absolutely. This is exactly the graph, so that must be the equation. The last step I want you to do, of course, is to FOIL this thing out so you can compare it to the standard form in the numerator and the denominator. FOILing the numerator, I've got x squared plus x minus 2x minus 2. Hopefully you guys can get really good at this really quick. And on the denominator, I'll tell you what, I'm going to FOIL it out in my head. That goes to x squared minus 9. This becomes x squared minus x minus 2 over x squared minus 9. If I were to plug in this into, compared to my standard form, a would be 1, b would be negative 1, c would be negative 2, d would be 1, e would be 0, and f would be negative 9. Because the reason why e would be 0 is because there's no single x term over there in the denominator.